In yet another blow for U.S. President Donald Trump, his former campaign chairman Paul Manafort has been sent to jail. A federal judge sent Manafort to jail pending trial after he was charged with witness tampering by special counsel Robert Mueller. Manafort, a longtime political operator and a businessman, has been a focus of Mueller's investigation into Russia's role in the 2016 U.S. presidential elections. Manafort is the second Trump aide to face the jail in the case. A former foreign policy advisor, George Papadopoulos, was briefly held in custody too earlier this year. While Trump has distanced himself from Manafort, the arrest seemed likely to turn up the pressure in the White House. Mueller has asked the president to sit for an interview, which Trump has so far resisted.
Hey, need a Russian mob tattoo?
So, did a former director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation in the U.S. have a hand in the election victory of Donald Trump? A new report attempts to answer that question. Here's a detailed report.
I think there are lots of questions people have, which is why I've worked so hard to try and be transparent. There's never been this kind of transparency in a criminal case ever, but because I understand the questions and the importance of it, I've tried. But I hope people will separate two things: questions about facts and judgment from questions and accusations about integrity. As I said before, you can call us wrong, you can call me a fool, you cannot call us weasels.
That's a proud James Comey, patting himself on the back for his probe into the 2016 presidential candidate Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server, the topmost controversy that haunted her before the elections. But Comey might not have much to be proud of today. A new report by the U.S. Justice Department's internal watchdog says that James Comey, the then FBI chief, made a serious error of judgment when he announced shortly before the U.S. presidential election in 2016 that he was reopening an investigation into the case. But the same report backs Comey's claim that he did not exhibit any political bias and did not try to influence the election.
I take this report very seriously, and we accept its findings and recommendations. It's also important, though, to note what the Inspector General did not find. This report did not find any evidence of political bias or improper considerations actually impacting the investigation under review. The report does identify errors of judgment, violations of or even disregard for policy, and decisions that, at the very least, with the benefit of hindsight, were not the best choices.
James Comey became a controversial figure in the 2016 election as he attracted accusations from both Republicans and Democrats that his handling of the probe into Clinton's emails influenced the election campaign. Comey later headed a separate investigation into alleged ties between President Donald Trump's campaign and Russia. Trump fired him as the head of the FBI in 2017 and has been frequently criticizing him since then. The latest report sharply criticizes Comey for his public statements about the Clinton email case. It states, Comey has broken dramatically from FBI and department norms. By departing so clearly and dramatically from FBI and department norms, the decisions negatively impacted the perception of the FBI and the department as fair administrators of justice. The damage caused by these employees' actions extends far beyond the scope of the Clinton investigation and goes to the heart of the FBI's reputation for neutral fact-finding and political independence. What is ironic and potentially embarrassing for the former FBI director is the Justice Department Inspector General's finding that Comey himself used private emails for official work and that this practice continued while he was investigating Clinton for using a private email account to handle the government's secrets, which at the time Comey branded extremely careless. As expected, what followed is classic mudslinging. While Donald Trump's reaction, calling the report a total disaster for Comey and the FBI, comes along expected lines, Hillary Clinton resorted to sarcasm and 3 words: but my emails. And the man at the center of the storm, James Comey, not left with much choice, says he respects the findings. even though the report is largely not about the Russia investigation, it comes amidst a political context dominated by the Mueller probe into whether Trump obstructed justice by firing Comey and Trump's attacks on the Justice Department. And while the report is not a win-win for any of the stakeholders, it is likely to reopen wounds left festering since the 2016 election and breathe new life into the debate over the extent to which Comey's actions secured Trump's victory. Bureau Report, WION.